Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. If you think you've seen the wildest trades, the most shocking signings, or the blockbuster moves that shake the NFL to its core, let me tell you, what's happening right now with Byron Young and the Cleveland Browns is on a whole new level. I've dug into every secret, every whisper, every piece of intel from the inside, and what I'm about to reveal could literally change the landscape of the AFC in 2026. But here's the thing, I'm sworn to secrecy. The insiders, the GMs, the top brass, they're whispering about something that's so big, so unprecedented, it's almost unthinkable. And I'm telling you now, you're seeing the beginning of what could be the most explosive trade saga of this decade. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to lay out isn't just rumor. It's a whisper of a coming storm, a secret so powerful that the NFL's entire balance of power could shift in the blink of an eye. But only for those who are truly in the know. And I promise you, you're about to find out everything. But first, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and ring the bell, because if you want to be truly inside the game, if you want the scoop they don't want you to have, you need to be part of this. This isn't for casual fans. This is for the hardcore believers, the insiders, the ones who know the game is always more complicated than it looks. The Browns are in the middle of a whirlwind, a storm that could redefine their future and shake the AFC to its foundation. And I'm going to give you the full breakdown, what's happening behind the scenes, the real motives, the powerhouse moves that are being quietly drafted. This is the kind of story that makes NFL history, and trust me, what's coming next will be nothing short of legendary. Now let's start peeling back the layers, because what I've uncovered about Cleveland's current chaos, the massive coaching upheaval, and the wild card that is Byron Young is nothing short of staggering. Buckle up, this is going to be a wild ride. When it comes to the Cleveland Browns in 2026, let's be brutally honest. This franchise is in a state of upheaval. Their search for stability begins at the top, with an ownership trying to find their footing after firing Kevin Stefanski in January. A move that shocked many, considering Stefanski's history of building a disciplined, gritty team. But what's even more shocking is who they're eyeing now. A name that, on the surface, might seem like just another coaching candidate, but behind the scenes, it's part of a much bigger puzzle. The Browns are down to a Final Four, and the buzz around the league is that one name stands out: Grant Udinski, a young, offensive-minded coach with a fresh perspective. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, whispers tell us that Cleveland is not just looking for a coach. They're making a play for a game-changer. And that's where Byron Young enters the picture, not just as a player, but as a key piece in a strategic move that could redefine their defensive dominance in 2026. Let's break down why the Browns, despite their messy coaching search and personnel turmoil, are quietly plotting a blockbuster move. Their current roster is a patchwork, flashes of talent mixed with uncertainty, especially on defense. Denzel Ward is still a lockdown corner, but the pass rush, it's been inconsistent. They've invested heavily in their front seven, but consistency has eluded them. The truth is, Cleveland sees their defensive core as a ticking time bomb, a unit that could explode with the right spark. Now here's where Byron Young comes into focus. The Rams' outside linebacker edge rusher has turned heads this season, leading Los Angeles with 12 sacks, tying him for 8th in the entire NFL. His raw power, relentless motor, and quick first step have scouts raving. He's the kind of disruptor every team dreams of. And yet, despite his breakout year, Young is only 25, and his contract isn't prohibitive, a perfect puzzle piece for a team looking to reset in the trenches. Why would Cleveland target him? Because they need that kind of difference-maker on the edge. Their current pass rush, while talented, lacks the consistency and explosiveness that a player like Byron Young can bring. He's the missing link, a player capable of elevating their defense from decent to elite. That's what the insiders are whispering about, a trade that would send shockwaves through the league if it materializes. Now I've pored over the film, over the numbers, over the tape. Byron Young is not just raw talent. No, he's a technician, a student of the game. His pass rush moves are surgical, that rip and swim combo, unstoppable when timed right. His ability to bend the edge and slip past blockers is second to none among his peers. And according to advanced metrics, his pass rush win rate. Off the charts, consistently above 22%, a mark that puts him among the best in the league. His coverage skills? Improving, but his true value lies in that relentless pursuit of the quarterback. This season alone, he tallied 12 sacks, but what's more impressive are the pressures, over 40%, meaning he's constantly causing chaos in the backfield. And what's fascinating? His run defense is solid, not elite, but his rush ability more than makes up for it. Scouts love his motor, his closing speed, and his ability to turn the corner with surgical precision. Those drives he's been part of smashing quarterbacks like Geno Smith, and others. They've made him a must-have for any team that dreams of a deep playoff run. And why is this so important now? Because the NFL is shifting its power dynamics. The AFC is wide open, especially with the Browns trying to reemerge as a defensive juggernaut, and Young is the kind of player who can tip the scales in a playoff showdown. Cleveland's front office sees the big picture. They can't just patch their defense. They need a homegrown game changer, someone who can strike fear into opponents' hearts, and Byron Young fits the bill perfectly. Now, how could this trade go down? It's a complex dance of salary cap gymnastics, draft picks, and strategic positioning. The Browns, with their limited cap space, would likely leverage a combination of mid-round picks and future considerations. Perhaps a day 2 pick, maybe a second or third round, combined with a small contractual sweetener, salary cap relief or a late-round pick, could be enough to entice the Rams. Remember, Young is only on a rookie deal, making his value even higher because teams can move him without significant cap penalties. The Rams, meanwhile, would have to weigh whether to sell high on a player who's just now hitting his prime. But with their recent rebuild and the emergence of younger players, they might see this as an opportunity to cash in on a rising star. A trade package that includes a high pick, a veteran player in a different position, and some draft capital could make sense for Lowe's Angels, especially if they're rebuilding with younger talent for the future. Let's not forget, the Rams are also looking to retool their roster after a tough 2025 season. Byron Young's trade value is sky-high right now, and losing him would be a blow, but the potential return could accelerate their rebuild. For Cleveland, acquiring Byron Young isn't just about filling a need. It's about securing a cornerstone piece for years to come. That's why the insiders are saying this isn't just a rumor. This could be the first domino in a chain of moves that reshape the AFC. And don't think for a second that Cleveland is alone in their interest. Rumor has it that multiple teams are sniffing around, trying to gauge the Rams' willingness to deal. The Steelers, the Jets. Even the Bills, every team looking to bolster their pass rush is watching this situation with eagle eyes. But Cleveland, with their strategic position and need, might just be the perfect match. Now, let's analyze how Byron Young fits the scheme under new coaching, if they land him. With a new defensive coordinator, the emphasis on bend-and-rush techniques, stunt packages, and versatile linebackers is about to explode. Young's profile as a flexible, explosive edge rusher makes him a perfect fit in a 3-4 hybrid scheme, a defense that can rotate him inside or outside, confusing offenses and generating sacks in bunches. In terms of comparison, Byron Young resembles a young TJ Watt, powerful, relentless, with a motor that keeps him going all game. His blend of speed, strength, and technique makes him an ideal candidate for a team that wants to dominate the line of scrimmage, force turnovers, and set the tone defensively. The potential impact on the Browns' defense would be seismic. They'd finally have an edge rusher who could double as a game wrecker, someone who elevates everyone around him. Worst-case scenario. The trade falls through, Young continues to develop with the Rams, and Cleveland's front office looks for other options. Best case. Byron Young becomes a household name in the NFL, a true difference-maker, and the trade kicks off a new era of Browns dominance. But here's the ultimate question. What's the timeline? Sources tell me that the Rams are open to moving Young if the right offer comes along, and the Browns are in a hurry to secure explosive talent for their playoff push. Conversations are already happening behind closed doors. Expect a deal to happen between now and the NFL Combine, possibly even earlier. The NFL world will be stunned when this gets announced, because it's not just a move, it's a signal that Cleveland is serious about competing at the highest level again. And I can't help but ask, what does this mean for the AFC? A team that can suddenly add a Byron Young level pass rusher is a team that no one wants to face in January. It's a game changer, a catalyst for a deep playoff run, and a statement to the entire league. Cleveland is back, and they mean business. So buckle up, because the next few weeks are going to be absolutely explosive. This isn't just a rumor, it's a revolution in the making. Stay tuned, stay locked in, and remember, in the NFL, the biggest moves are often the most unexpected, and right now, Byron Young to Cleveland could be the story of 2026. And as always, I'll be here with every detail, every secret, every update as it unfolds, because in this game, knowledge is power, and the power is shifting now.